Permiso, buenas tardes. Hello, teachers.
Hello.
Welcome to this Rodriguez English teacher, English coach transmission streaming. And we are going to start tonight with an interesting topic related to how teachers can lead inside the classroom. No, not the way only they teach, is the way that how they can conduct, can be a good and effective leader. So our presenter Giaco is going to explain the topic, introduce the principles and the experience that he has, opportunity to make comments and ask questions. So welcome everybody. We can start, my friend, Giaco.
Thank you very, very much. Please, Carlos, if you could allow me to share my screen, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Andres, for your kind words. I'm really happy to be here with you tonight. I can't share the screen. All right, I can now. Right, just a second.
Okay, Giaco, you can share the screen?
Yeah, little second. Just a sec. Here, just a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna share just one part of my screen. There you go. All right, guys. Well, my name is Giaco Higashi. I'm really happy to be here with you. I would love to, share this topic on. It's not about how well you teach. It's all about how well you lead. So sometimes we think on, I need to learn more about methodology, more about, rubrics or academic stuff. But soft skills are very important nowadays because we need to learn how to deliver this knowledge to our students wisely, right? Not only with our students, but also if we, maybe one day we become authorities in the language center or in any scenario of our lives. My friends, I want to start telling you that it's all about how we lead students. There's an example. When I was a little kid, my dream was to fly planes. That was my dream. I wanted to be a pilot. That was my dream, right? So everything I remember, everything in my life was about planes, and I would like to draw planes and to, play with planes. And the first time I was in an aircraft, I was really happy. I enjoyed that moment a lot. At school, I would play with these paper planes, right? And there was a big problem. So let me tell you what was the problem. I was bad at maths. I was a terrible student at maths and physics. I really was not even, I was the worst student in my class, right? Terrible scores, in maths. And one day, ladies and gentlemen, one day the monster showed up. And this person said 3 things. So, Higashi, you want to be a pilot, huh? Yeah, miss, I want to be a pilot. Don't you know that for that you need to be very good at maths and physics, and you aren't? Really, teacher? Are you sure? But maybe I can learn. You will never fly a plane. Forget that illusion and find another dream. I remember those were her words, right? So I was very demotivated. I was frustrated. I was brokenhearted that day. And I went back home and I said, Mom, I don't want to be a pilot anymore. Why, son? I want to find another dream. I started different things. I did many other activities. Now I run a company. I'm a teacher too. But let me tell you something, my friends. That teacher was wrong, because now I can fly planes. I learned how to fly a
Por
plane.
eso, desafortunadamente, no le hemos podido pagar, compensar a nuestro modelo. Aquí donde tú lo ves, doctora, él es el prototipo de la bestia africana.
Would you please mute your
No le hemos podido
microphone?
pagar porque ahora estamos...
Carlos, thank you very much. That happens in live streaming. Right, well, I was saying that now I can fly planes. But why? Because I made a decision. I'm not going to care on what I listen. I mean, on what that woman said. I decided to study 5 years ago how to fly a plane. From 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., I went to flight classes, and I learned how to be a pilot. And well, let me tell you something. It was great to know that the classes were in English, right? So actually, it's different, you know, to learn about you know, these things in Spanish, but it's worse when you have it in English. To learn about static pressure, dynamic pressure, and things like that. To take exams in English was difficult. So I learned this. My teacher was wrong. It was possible. I did it. But let me tell you something. I learned something very important on how pilots and teachers have a lot in common. A lot in common about how they lead something. Let me share with you this. Again, please, I want, Carlos, si puedes mutear, por favor, a todos. Gracias. Okay, P, pilot. I want to start letter by letter. The letter P is that the pilot plans. Plans. So, if I'm a pilot, I have to fill in this flight plan. I need to know how much fuel I need, where am I going, if I need to land in an emergency, what are the other airports that I have near. If I don't plan ahead, Chapecoense happens, right? I will crash my plane. Let me tell you something. The teacher also has to plan. The teacher fills in a lesson plan. And the teacher needs to plan ahead his class, his flight, right? Because, my friends, the teacher is a pilot. You transport students from a level to another level. You transport them from A1 to A1.2, for example, right? Or from beginners to elementary, but you are a pilot. If you don't plan your class, I think that you will crash that aircraft, because the aircraft of a teacher is the classroom. I have 20 passengers, 30 passengers, 50 passengers, and I need to plan my flight, right? Every day, planning is very important, in my opinion, for pilots and for teachers and the way they lead their aircraft. There's another important letter I, from pilot. It's that the pilot improves his performance every day. The pilot buys a lot of books on meteorology, on flying IFR, on cockpit, on checklists, on what else? Skills, galloping on wings, many things. The pilot is always learning, always learning. The teacher has to be teachable, always learning, always investing on improving his performance. Hey, I want to learn more about rapport building, for example. I go to a bookstore and I buy a book to read at home and to practice that skill, right? The thing is that sometimes we think, just a little second, I'm going to place the chat right here. Right. We think that, no, that's not important. Come on. Nah, that's not important. We can download that from the internet. Let's photocopy that. Photocopy that. Guys, a person that wants to become a great super teacher needs to invest in professional development, in actually learning more skills, and it's not a waste of money. It's an investment, guys. It's an investment. So, guys, the thing that we have to do is that, right? To invest in performance. The next letter, the next thing that the pilots and the teachers have in common is the letter L. Loves his people. The pilot loves his people. Guys, it's like that. It's like that. The pilot loves his people. And let me tell you something. First of all, I want to tell you that the pilot is the last person who exits the aircraft. When there's an emergency, the pilot is the last person who leaves the aircraft, right? This is very important to know, right? When I have an emergency, I'm the last person to exit the aircraft. In the classroom is the same. The teacher is the last person who leaves the room or the Zoom meeting. Why? Let me tell you, sometimes when we had these insight classes, the teachers were like, hey, it's time to go. Let's go. Bye, students. And he leaves the room, right? He runs, right? No, I think that the teacher is the last one who has to exit the room, right? And why? Because there might be questions there. Hey, can I ask you a question? Yes, of course, just like this, right? So it's very important for me to know that the teacher has to love people into their destiny, right? So watch out. And there's another important aspect that I want to share on pilots. Letter O. This is very important. Please, I'm going to say this with all due respect to my colleagues, but I'm a person that says, or that like to say things clearly, right? O is that the pilot observes success in others. The pilot observes success in others. This guy is the first officer, also known as the co-pilot. The main goal of this guy, or I mean the objective, is to learn from the captain. All right, because the captain has thousands more of hours of flight hours that he has, right? So he's actually a student. He has to admire the captain, say, hey, captain, teach me. I'm sitting in this chair because I want you to teach me what you have acquired all these years. Maybe you are 60 and I'm 35, 38, 25, I don't know. I want to learn from you because you know, I mean, you have experience in flying in a plane. Guys, I have to say something that is very sad. I've seen many young teachers saying, don't listen to that lady. So that teacher is old-fashioned. She doesn't know the latest methodology. No, she's so fast. Don't listen to her. We are young. We go to the plenaries and to the seminars, and we're updated, right? Those teachers are really stupid because they don't know that these people, these ladies, these senior teachers know a lot. They have a lot there, a lot of experience. They are the captains. Ladies and gentlemen, what I like to do is, I remember when I was teaching in a university in Lima, Peru, I had a colleague like her. And I said, hey, miss, do you mind? I mean, can I invite you for lunch tomorrow? I want to invite you lunch. Yes, Giaco, come on. So during lunch, teacher, what would you do if maybe you're teaching in a class? I mean, something happened like this, and the student says this and this. Oh, Giaco, that has happened lots of times to me, and I did this. Just a second. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, yeah, Giaco, I did this, and let me take notes. All right, awesome. Thank you very much. And have you ever had, any circumstance that maybe you are teaching with a visual aid and then you have an emergency and no lights in school and something, no electricity, sorry. And what do you do? Oh, Giaco, I have plan B. And plan B is, just a second, please. Say again. Yeah. Because I need to learn from them. They have experience. They have faced many turbulence, right? The co-pilot is new, flying a plane, and in a turbulence, the plane shakes. He gets scared. But the captain goes like this. It's just air. Take it easy, relax, right? We have to encourage young people to learn from senior teachers because they have a lot of experience, a lot to teach. The next letter, it's T. Pilot transmits knowledge to colleagues. Transmits knowledge to colleagues. My friend, this is the opposite side. The captain now teaches the first officer. The captain shares his knowledge with the first officer. Let me mute some people here, or you can do it. Thank you very much. Okay. If I'm a captain, my responsibility is to share what I've learned during these years with the co-pilot or with the first officer. Why? Because that's what I have to do, right? It's sad. It's sad when I see senior teachers that don't want to teach or to share with young teachers. They think that, no, this is my knowledge. This cost me a lot of years. I'm not going to share this with you. Go and learn. That's terrible, guys. That's the other side of the fence, right? Let me tell you why. Because I've seen this many times in lots of teachers' rooms, for example. I remember I was in Lima in a teacher's lunch one day, and in the lounge, these two teachers, this senior teacher appeared, showed up with a book. Hey, check this out. 150 grammar games. This book, my son brought it from the States. So I have these 150 grammar games. And there was a young teacher who made a terrible mistake. Oh, teacher, that's great. Can I borrow it just for... No. No, these are my 150 grammar games. You want go and find your own games. These are my 150 grammar games. The sad thing is that they repeated these grammar games for years. The same games, the same activity, the same thing. When you repeat your repertoire different years, every year, you are not gaining experience. You are just repeating things. Like, for example, one thing is to have 10 years of experience. And a different thing is to have 1 year of experience multiplied by 10. When you repeat your activities, when you repeat your repertoire, you are just doing the same thing. No experience is obtained from there. So, guys, the other side is that we have to share with the new generation, right? All right. It's blessing. When you share, when you give, more things will come to you, right? So that is the attitude. If you are young, you need to learn and admire the old teachers, the senior teachers. And if you are a senior teacher, You need to have the attitude to share and to give your experience to the young generations, right? So one important thing is that we need to learn that, going aside from the pilot, is that one day we will have to leave. One day we might be ready to become authorities in the school or in the institute or in the university. And we need to know that leaders must learn to listen to people rather than to talk, right? If you want to have a great team, you need to learn to listen to people, right? You need to teach your team to talk, to be ready to give opinions, right? I learned a long time ago when I started the company, I learned that I need to provide people the chance to talk, to give opinions, right? Because I need to let them disagree with me, right? It's very, very good when people disagree with you. Because, for example, in my company, in Higashi Enterprises, I have a team. They know that they can and they are allowed to say, to express their disagreements with me. If they think that I'm doing something wrong, they are free to let me know, hey, Giaco, I think that's wrong, right? I respectfully disagree with you, right? Because you know why I did that? Because I discovered something, and it's a secret, right? I discovered that in my team, there are some people that are more intelligent than me. I'm just not as intelligent as they are. I admire them. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't pay people to do what I say. I pay people to think, because I wish I had that brain, right? So if I have that person thinking, and that one, and that one, I would have a team, a solid, strong team, okay? So there are some leaders that they think that the leader is the most intelligent people in the group. That's a terrible team, right? Because it's very rich when the team disagrees with the leader sometimes, right? Because there are great lessons in debates, right? Of course, sometimes it's difficult, right? But I need people to learn to think, right? And to be free to make decisions, right? Right? I hate it when they think that I have to decide everything, right? Guys, I give my people the chance to decide. I'm the leader. I'm the owner of the company. But hey, imagine if this phone, sometimes it rings like a lot, right? But if I'm in a meeting and then, hey, Giaco, we're going to have this graduation tomorrow. Would you like to have chicken or to have pasta? Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you think about that? Giaco, I think that pasta would be a great choice. Hey, let's have pasta then. All right. Bye-bye. 1 minute later, Giaco, what about the lights? Do you want natural lights or candles? Or what do you think we need to place in the tables? Candles, flowers? How about you? What do you think about that? Oh, I think that flowers would be great. Let's do it that way. Thank you very much. So, hey, I teach my people that I don't want them to call me. You know why? Because I'm very busy, right? So I tell my people, guys, think and decide. Make decisions, right? I empower you to make decisions, right? So this is very important. This is leading. And when maybe you become a leader in your institution, you need to think that way. Because if you want to do everything by yourself, you will end up exhausted, stressed, right? So guys, that's very, very important. And I want to accentuate that. You know, to lead, you need one ingredient. You need one ingredient that is very, very, very important. And it's the smile, right? Your face can communicate a lot of things. Your face can send positive vibes to people. And your face, by the way, can bring you health, for real. When you smile, you become healthier. That's true. And it's scientifically proven. I'm going to show you. When you laugh, we secrete more adrenaline, which fosters creativity and imagination. You want to create something new for your classes? Laugh. And you will see that more ideas will pop up in your brain. Guys, when we laugh, the brain causes our body to secrete endorphins. These segregations act as natural drugs circulating your body and are hundreds of times stronger than heroin and morphine. What's more, 5 or 6 minutes of continuous laughter act as an analgesic. I don't know if you, maybe in the past, of course, you had like fever, before pandemic. You have like fever and you're in your bedroom there and your partner comes and says, "Hey, Giaco, tu compadre está abajo." "Oh no, but I feel I'm sick." "No, pero está tu compadre." "Oh yeah, I'm going down. So I go down like this and you go down like with fever. "Hey, compadre, I'm not feeling well." "No, una cervecita, compadre." And you start like talking to him, and this guy is so funny that he starts ha 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 ha, and you start laughing with him, and all of a sudden you feel better. It's just natural. It's just a natural analgesic that runs in your body, right? When you laugh, you exercise. With every laugh, about 400 muscles are exercised, including some of the stomach that can only be exercised with laughter. So guys, you want to lose weight? Laugh more, right? Because it's exercise, guys. It acts as a massage because the cervical spine, where stress is usually accumulated, stretches when we laugh. It also stimulates the spleen, eliminating toxins, Guys, I don't know, but have you ever laughed so much and it hurts here? It hurts down here? You laugh a lot? That's the spleen, my friends. El vaso, we call that in Spanish, the spleen. So when you laugh a lot, you eliminate toxins. It's natural, right? It works. It will help your health. Laughter gives us happiness. In addition to promoting the production of endorphins, there is also more presence of encephalin in the brain, both neurotransmitters, which are mainly located in the limbic system. That's awesome, my friends. Its main function is to control the pain. Right, guys? So it's natural, it's free, right? And you can easily decide to be happy and to smile. Laughter rejuvenates when it stretches and also stimulates the muscles of the face. Ladies, it also has a tonic effect, anti-wrinkle. It's awesome, guys. So when you laugh, you look younger, right? When you laugh, you live better, right? And my friends, let me tell you something. Happiness is a decision you make, not an emotion you feel. I'm going to say it again. Happiness is a decision you make, not an emotion you feel. So it's not about what you feel now. It's, hey, I'm going to decide that I'm going to be happy tomorrow, that I'm going to smile because it's good for my health. I'm going to decide this. even though we're facing this pandemic and we've lost 50% of our salary, or I've lost my job, I will decide I don't feel like being happy. I don't have these butterflies in my stomach that makes me happy. No, I just decide that although all the things we're facing, I'm gonna be happy tomorrow, right? Thank you, Glenda, for that comment. Guys, accentuate the positive. When you lead, if you want to lead, you have to accentuate the positive. Guys, this is very important for teachers. Listen to this. In Peru, we have an expression that is called ampay. Ampay, te ampayé, or el ampay. El ampay means to catch somebody doing something wrong, right? So, let me tell you something. In Ecuador, I think it's te caché, ¿no? Te caché haciendo algo malo, ¿no? Algo así. So, but in the class, the teacher is always ready to ampayar students doing something wrong. It's not like that. Come on, sit properly. You go back there. No, it's not like this. It's not good. It's went. We are ready to correct mistakes. No, guys, it's okay. It's okay to correct mistakes. But we have to be ready to spot a student doing something good and congratulate him. Like, be ready. Hey, Carlos, that was awesome. Congratulations, my friend. Way to go. Keep it up. Hey, oh, just a second. Stop. Jose, what do you say? Awesome. That's excellent. Congratulations in front of all his classmates, because the good leader congratulates in public and punishes in private. The leader congratulates in public and punishes in private. The thing is that sometimes we tend to do the opposite things, right? We tend to punish people in public. Hey, get out of my room. Get out of my class. Leave my class. No. Stand up and go. Leave. In front of all the classmates. And we congratulate them in private. You can leave. You can stay. Come here. Congratulations. Huh? Good job. Has to be the opposite. Congratulate your students in public, in front of all his classmates. Because when you do that, this happens. Carlos, great job. Congratulations. Here you go. Carlos, ¿escucharon? Did you do that? I want another congratulation. So I'm going to participate more. Teacher, volunteer. It's me. Hey, here. This one. Congratulations. And the other students will feel motivated. Say, hey, I also want to be congratulated. Teacher, here. So it happens to me when I say, any volunteer? Everybody raises his hand. Hey, teacher, volunteer, here. But it's so sad when some teachers say, any volunteer? No volunteers. And it's because these teachers haven't motivated the students properly. Because when a student is motivated, they pop up like popcorn. Volunteers. That's why that happens when we accentuate the positive. Always the positive. There's a song that says, no, you've got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. So it reminds me of this song that, hey, I have to accentuate the positive, okay? The positive in people, the positive in teachers, the positive in colleagues, everything, all right? Now I want to talk about your built-in weapons, my friends. And I'm going to end with this part. My friends, the teacher is a hero. And the heroes, all of the heroes have weapons. For example, a hero with weapons like Spider-Man. Spider-Man, his weapon is spider webs, right? The Chapulín Colorado, his weapon is the chipote chillón and the pastillas de chiquitolina and all those things. So every hero has a weapon. Now, the teacher, as a hero, has weapons, but they are built in. You were born with them. Check this out. First weapon. Here. These are power, my friends. Power. My friends, what can you do with your eyes? You can match contact with everybody in the room, match eye contact, everything. Control people with eye contact, looking them at the, well, of course, it's great if you, focus your sight on the camera now, but when you control a classroom, you can do this last thing. You can blink to send powerful messages, to blink like this. I'm gonna tell you something from my family. When I was little, we would go to my uncle's house. So all the family was there, the uncles, the aunts, my dad, my mom, my grandparents. And I was there with all the cousins playing, like running around, little boys, running. And all my uncles would go like, hey, Mark, Manuelito, pórtense bien, Manuelito, tú, Jose. Yelling at them and shouting, and their mamas. My dad was like this. Relaxed. He wouldn't stand up and yell. No. I was running there and he would look at me and I would do like this. That's all. And I was like, oh, yeah, Dad, okay. Sorry, Dad, sorry. Last time. He was like, shouting. She would just beep, blink at me. And I was to my brother, hey, Franco, did he blink at you? Yeah, he did. Ooh, now you're in a big trouble. But so it was like this because there was a message. And my dad, he didn't need to stand up and run behind us. No, he was just blinked. It was so powerful, his message. Now I control my kids like that, right? I was visiting my son in the United States 2 weeks ago, and I remember, so I don't need to yell at him. It's just hey. And he would okay, then. Awesome. Built in. For free, guys. You don't need to pay for them. You have them. All right? Words. Guys, words are very important, and they are also our weapon. But we need to learn how to use them wisely. That's the adverb, right? You have to use simple language. I'd rather be an understood speaker than an admired speaker. I prefer to be understood than to be admired. I don't want to impress anybody, right? I remember one day I went to a conference and I arrived late, right? My friends were there, my colleagues, in the first plenary. And I arrived after that plenary and I said, hey guys, what was the plenary about? Oh, Giaco, you missed the best plenary in the world. That is an awesome speaker. The guy just spoke. He was awesome. That was a fantastic speaker. Okay, and what was the speech about, or what was the plenary about? And they were like, yeah, what was the plenary about? Tell me, I want to learn from that speaker. He talked about teaching, and he talked about, well, I don't know, but it was awesome. So these guys were impressed by the speaker, but they didn't learn a word from him. right? Same thing sometimes happens in the classroom, right? I remember I observed a class, a basic one, and I was observing that class. So that teacher started using third conditional, mixed conditionals in basic one, beginners. So I was like, oh, wow, he speaks really great grammar, right? And in a beautiful accent. But the faces of the students were like, okay, what is he saying? Okay, I don't get a word from him. So guys, I recommend people not to try to impress with words. To teachers also, I tell them, hey, use basic language. Basic language. You have to be understood. You are not there to impress anybody. The only person you have to impress is your wife or your husband. That's it. You don't have to impress the students. You have to teach them. All right? That's it, guys. So project your voice, your voice. The voice is very important. Nothing is worse than a speaker or a teacher that you can't hear. But let me tell you something. Did you know, guys, that we teachers have a dangerous tendency that we sometimes uh, affect our vocal cords. If you don't know how to project your voice, I know a lot of teachers that had surgery here, right? Because they damaged their vocal cords, and they have like these little things that they have to be removed. So guys, you can learn how to project it. It doesn't mean yelling. You have to resonate the air in the lungs, and you have to also learn to use a mic if you are a speaker. But if you're in a classroom, yeah, you have to resonate what in Spanish is impostación vocal, right? You can learn that. And good news, you don't have to pay to learn that. In YouTube, you can find a lot of tutorials on how to project your voice, on how to use your voice from your lungs, because it's the same thing when you sing, right? When you sing, you can express because you are talking from your lungs, from your diaphragm. But some teachers go like here and they speak here and they damage their vocal cords. So we have to be very alert on that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important to know that gestures are very important. With gestures, even crazy people can win elections. When you use gestures, you can conquer many things. You can look confident, you can be articulated, you can convey enthusiasm. And it's very important because it brings power to your message. When you use your body language, when you teach, body language goes directly connected to fluency. Do you know that? If you want to teach fluency, you need to teach them to use their body language. It's awesome. It works. I'm going to give you an example right now. What happens if you have a student that says, yesterday I was in my bedroom and I forgot to turn off my 2 minutes later. What? But what happens if the same student says, yesterday I was in my bedroom and I forgot to turn off my computer, yes. So I stood up and turned it off, and then it was so cold, so I closed the window. Yeah, the window. So when you use your body language, fluency goes on because the other person next to you will provide you with the word that you forgot, and that's how fluency goes. In Spanish, is the same thing. We are native speakers of Spanish, and we forget words very often, right? But we use a lot of body language, and that's why our friends can help us. So gestures, ladies and gentlemen, non-verbals are very important weapons that we have in our hands, because you need to unclasp them, not to take your hands out of your pockets, let them be free. And this helps you lead people. right? Because your powers with your eyes, with your voice, with your hands, oh, it's an awesome combination, and it will help you, you know, to be more or to look more confident, and it actually provides a lot of I mean, powerful messages, guys. I truly believe that people can learn to lead a class, to lead an institute, to lead an university, language center, and we are, you know, it's not about how well we teach, guys. It's not about how well we teach. I know PhD teachers that they don't, I mean, they don't succeed with students. Like they don't have this ingredient of soft skills to deliver a class properly. They know a lot. They don't know how to deliver that. So it's not about how well you teach. It's all about how well you lead, how well you are ready to apply, you know, these soft skills, this rapport, these techniques on connections. And this is not new, ladies and gentlemen. This is not new. You know Stephen Krashen? That's my master, Stephen Krashen. I have, by the way, all the collection of books of Stephen Krashen, all of them at home at Guayaquil. If you want, one day you can go and read with me. So Stephen Krashen, 40 years ago, he said, the affective filter hypothesis. Remember that? What did he say?
Yes.
Say, hey, you have to lower the affective filter. If you have high anxiety levels in your class, you can be native, you can be a PhD, but your students won't learn a single word in English. If you don't lower the affective filter, if you don't connect, not communicate, connect with students, there's nothing you can do. And that was said 40 years ago. I know that some teachers are new, you know, very young, and they think that Krashen's hypotheses are the latest discoveries. No language acquisition, you have to acquire, not to learn. That I admire Stephen Krashen, but that was 40 years ago, guys. So the same hypothesis on rapport building, on affective filter, low anxiety levels was set 40 years ago. This is not new, but this is very important for any teacher to acquire skills, because if they don't, they will just end up doing the same thing. And I really think teachers can succeed in many other areas. Some people say the teacher is the lowest in the pay scale and salaries. You know, it has underpaid jobs. I don't think so. I know a lot of teachers who not only work in a place, they have private classes and I mean new business going on, and they are entrepreneurs and they become, you know, their own job, their own bosses, with all the agendas full, you know, they don't have space for anything else, and they make a lot of money. And the money they make, they help other people, you know, charity and things like that. So of course, if there's a teacher that thinks that they will have to teach the same class every year and every year and every year, okay, they will make the same salary every year and every year and every year. So if you think when you become a leader, many ideas pop up in your brain and great things happen. I really hope that those skills are really important. I hope you think like that too. Thank you very much, guys, for your time. And thank you, Andres. You are my friend. I really admire your efforts, right? And congratulations, my friend. Anything you need, You can always count on me. And here, ready to help you if you have any questions or comments.
Thank you so much, Giaco, for your kind words, and also okay, you have shared with us many interesting things that we English teachers value. And also, as you mentioned before, that's not new, but it was necessary that we relearn these things, okay? Because we English teachers need to, well, teachers in general, no? I think that we teachers have to be leaders, how to share with the knowledge into the class. No, it's not because only the methodology, no, because we're certain that the quality of the message, the content that we share with our students is not only based uh, on the way we are. We only have to be effective leaders, effective communicators. So it was interesting to hear you. Giaco, let me read some comments from the box, okay? So yeah, Raquel says that we need to refresh knowledge, and that we agree with that, okay? Stephanie Barones, Glenda, they say thanks for Giaco, okay? Giaco, as a last thing that I will tell you that is that Stephen Krashen, masters of this kind of affected filter hypothesis, no? And many teachers around the world, we are pleased to use this in our classes, because when you reduce the tension or the problem that the students feel, or we make their students feel more comfortable, we are getting success in our classes. As I told you before, it's not only the message, it's about when we inspire, we teachers inspire with the words we use and how we say the words. So well, the teachers are saying that it was very interesting, and they also prize you the comparison you made between the pilot and the teachers, no? So it was very interesting. Okay, Raquel says that cooperative words among teachers are important. Yes, Karen say thank you. It was an enriched. Okay, well, so Giaco, we learned so much. We learned so much tonight, and as you said, oh, we have a question here, Giaco. Dalila says, does a good leader need a good team? Can you describe some characteristic of a good team? Giaco?
Yes, a good leader need a good team. Can you describe some characteristics of a good team? Look, a good leader will always have a good team, because he will actually, first of all, know where is correct position in that team. Some leaders, they think, they say like this. Now, maybe you have heard some authority saying like, oh, I have to be behind everybody, monitoring everything. I have to be behind the students, behind the teachers, behind. Like when in Spanish, they say, tengo que estar detrás de todo el mundo, right? And I have to be behind. And they think they're doing a great job because they are behind everything. You know, the only leader that is behind the team is the shepherd, or the one that is, you know, leading cows or leading animals. When you lead animals, you go behind with a stick. Hey, don't go there. Move on. No, don't go here. So that's what we call in Spanish, they are arreando vacas, right? No. A good leader goes in front of the team. It's like this. Come here. Follow me. Come here. Look, it's like this. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to show you how to do it. Follow me. Follow me. Or like that good teacher in Mexico saying, síganme los buenos, right? So guys, that's how you identify a good team. You identify a good team if the leader's position is behind the people, or is always leading the people. Follow me. That's where you identify a good team.
Thank you so much, Giaco, for your clarification and to explain very clear with arguments the question. And I also I remember something, Giaco, when you said that it's not the same to be a boss as to be a leader. Okay, so when you were explaining that, like something comes to my mind, and we see there are many people that has a high position, but not necessary. It is because he's smarter than others, because you need to get together with some other people or colleagues that can support you and bring you effective ideas, or maybe they can know more about things that you know. So I think that's a good leader when you try to support each other. It's like when you have different elements of something, and each element has a different characteristic.
There's a question there, my friend, it's a very, very good question from Raquel Lopez, right?
Yes.
She mentions that she's the coordinator in the area, but my team, it's a very important question, right? The team maybe don't like to analyze or solve problems. She says that they only like that the coordinator brings the solution to the meetings. Yeah, that's how they feel sometimes, right? There's a little tip on how to help your team to become problem solvers, right? I'm gonna share with you this tip. Listen, first of all, I as a leader, I have to be involved in that. So it's not hagan, it's not programen, it's not participen, it's hagamos, juguemos, participemos, integremos. Right, but there's another thing. To do that, we need to follow 4 steps. Listen to this. When you want to teach somebody how to do something, or when you want to inspire somebody how to do something, you have to first follow 4 steps. Number 1, I do it, you watch me. Just watch there. Stay there, I'll do it. It's like this. Don't do that, just watch. Look. Second step, I do it and you do it. So let's do it together. I'm the boss. I'm gonna do it, but you're gonna help me. Let's do it together. Step number 3, you do it. I watch you. Okay, do it. Okay. Good. It's not like that. Okay, good. And step number 4 is the best step I like. You do it, and I do something else. You do it, and I open another company. You do it, and I set up another business. You do it, and I start another project in the language center, because I have equipped, I have empowered my team, and they are ready to follow the solutions by themselves, and they don't need me anymore, right? That's very important. But sometimes we think that they are ready to do it. Okay, I want you to do this, do it. And they feel like lost, right? Like, hey, what do I do first? How can I start? So if they don't know what to do first, they prefer the authority to do it because they don't want to make mistakes. So my recommendation is be involved with them. Do it with them. I mean, try to help them to perform things as a team. And you will see that all of a sudden, they are ready to do it, and you can start another project in the language center. They will work perfectly.
Okay, Giaco, thank you so much for your explanation. Okay, I think we have another comments about it. Okay, Glenda is also suggesting about it. Okay, to analyze it as a team, make a plan, and work on that direction. No problem at all. Only they bring ideas for solving problems. So Giaco, okay, Raquel is answering for. Thank Giaco for the first thing. The process of leadership. So Giaco, the idea is about evolving, no? To be part as someone else in the group, no? The leader is not a person that is in a higher position. It's someone that is inspire others, and they're part of the team as well. No, that's the main idea. No? In order to respect what you already said. No.
I mean, from the function you have, because there are some leaders with a position, el puesto, right?
Yeah.
Coordinator. But they are leaders, the functional leaders. They do things, right? And they don't need a puesto to do that, right? So yeah, very important. Thank you, Gabi. Yeah, the first step is the best one. Yeah, it's when you feel free. For example, when it works everywhere. For example, let me give you this example. Sorry, I'm gonna go in any example. When you hire somebody to work in your house, right? To cook, to clean, or to do something in your house. If you want her to make lomo saltado here in Peru, if you want her to prepare a lomo saltado, first you have to do it yourself. And you watch, look, next step, do it together. Next, you cook your lomo saltado. I want to check. And the first step, make a lomo saltado. I'm not going to be at home. Go. She's ready to do it, right? That's the way. 4 steps always. Little by little, baby steps when you want to teach somebody to do something. A hacer se aprende haciendo.
Great. Great quote, Giaco. So thanks for that, because as Raquel, other teachers, me also, we are including in this part. So we learn every day. We learn. So knowledge is endless. So thanks, Giaco, for sharing with us this interesting topic that I think that is a good contribution. So yes, Miss Raquel says that this webinar is perfect for starting a new school year. I could be wonderful to let all my friends. Yes, I think so, Miss Angie. Sorry, I think Angie that you can also send to other teachers about this link, and also I'm also going to share with you this streaming, okay, in order for you to share, because these webinars are for this, in order to contribute it. Okay, thank you so much, Giaco. Okay, for this for accepting the invitation, my friend. So I hope we can continue next time having more of these sessions. Okay, and thank you so much, English teachers, for joining to these webinars on Saturdays. So next week we are going to continue with most grateful and great topics. Thank you so much, everybody. No, and have a great night. Bye bye.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. And I would like to invite you to add me in the Facebook or in Instagram to stay in touch. And if you have any more questions, that's my WhatsApp number, and I will be glad to share with you, my friends. Bye bye. God bless you.
God bless you, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. And we can also share with Giaco, so teachers, you can see these medias. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.